sounds, it is going to be tag team grudge match, and Chris Lee is absolutely begging for Nick Richards to get in the ring. Cecil Scott, it was just a couple of weeks back that we saw Richards and Miller absolutely cost Chris Lee his last opportunity at the Rising Generation League Championship. It was Nick Richards with a microphone taunting Chris Lee from the crowd that caused the distraction that Chet Sterling capitalized, and it's going to be Richards and Chris Lee starting off this tag bout.
And more importantly, Richards got a little too close to Chris Lee's wife than he would have liked.
That does tend to happen with Richards from time to time.
So I've heard.
Very aggressive collar and elbow tie-up. I dare say that, you know, Chris Lee is known as a wrestler, very level-headed, very even keel. This is the most fired up I think I've ever seen Chris Lee. I dare say this might be the most aggressive we've ever seen Chris Lee.
Right, and we haven't seen Chris Lee in a whole lot of fights per se. Oh man, those arm drags though.
Richards might not be able to wrestle his way out of a Food Lion bag, but he can fight.
I have no witty retort, but yes, he and Miller both can very much fight. And I know firsthand, Aaron Biggs, he can fight.
Perhaps we will test the toughness of Chris Lee in this tag team bout. Like we said, a gifted athlete, a great positive-minded person, positive mental attitude all day long from Chris Lee. But we have never seen him in a fight like this.
Beautiful high cross.
Only two.
Of course, we saw 2 weeks ago against Chet Sterling. Very, very rugged match, though. Much more rugged than I've seen from Chris Lee. And he's gone for the Koji clutch.
Trying to tie Richards up. Richards is scrambling for a rope. He gets too close to Aaron Biggs. He may pull back just a stump at the kneecap.
Oh, yeah. But he got in the ropes.
Richards trying to use the ropes to his advantage. I don't think he realizes how close he is to Biggs. He just got drop kicked.
He took his eye off of Chris Lee for just a moment. Hurricane Rhino?
No. Oh, Richards blocked it.
Great counter move. And now he's going to get the big man in.
We have called Jason Miller time and time again the difference maker in this duo. Ooh, double shoulder tackle.
And he is a difference maker, a big, heavy hitter, very Wyndham-esque in his approach in the ring.
Of course, if you wonder about the attire of Miller and Richards, quite frankly, we've had talks with them, and these are two guys that don't believe in anything, that don't adhere to anything, don't even bother changing their clothes when they come here to CWF Mid-Atlantic. They absolutely feel like wrestling will break you down and break your heart.
You know, and there was a time where I would have taken their side on that issue. And Chris Lee,
Aaron Biggs getting him a little piece of Miller. These two have had confrontations ever since Battlecade back in December, and he is sending Miller into the buckle.
And man, he's coming here fired up, and that's a big, big dude wailing on you.
Look at the aggression and the intensity of Aaron Biggs. God, I would not want to be in that corner.
And Miller better get out of that corner.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. He's got a mover. This is it. Oh, good move. Like him or not, that was a good move from Miller.
Miller's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing.
These two grungy, dirty, back alley brawlers, Richards and Miller.
And Miller's getting ragtagged.
I was going to say, they just might get upstaged here. If Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs outfight them, I would expect Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs to out-wrestle these two brawlers. But man, what if they do outfight them?
Oh, they're mixing in a little bit of the wrestling with the fighting, and I think it's throwing these guys off their game. And they definitely have the crowd behind them.
Miller is ragtag, going for the tag. No, he's not going to make it.
And Scissor.
Oh, wait. Here comes the power on display of Jason Miller.
And that's all it takes is one big move.
Only a count of two.
And it's very important that they weather that storm from Aaron Biggs.
Tag in. You're 100% right. You know, Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs remind me a lot of the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, who we will see in action later on tonight, in the sense that they have that smaller man, or really that normal size man, and then that behemoth that anchors the team.
Right.
And when that big man gets a hold of you, he can end the match at any given moment.
That's right. It's like having that guy come out of the dugout and knock that home run with the bases loaded. It's exactly what an Aaron Biggs or Mecha Mercenary can do. And what do we got here? Going to load him up for a backbreaker. And this is a good move here. A lot of people, when they hit that backbreaker, they just let them go. But you hold them over that knee, you can stretch out a lot of tendons and ligaments.
Fingernails in the back.
And the back rake.
Ooh. I don't know if I'd be spitting on Aaron Biggs, yo.
No.
I'm inclined to think I would not. Not even on a bet or a dare.
But Chris Lee, man, he found himself in a bad way real quick.
Snake eyes in the buckle.
And he doesn't see Miller loading up.
Oh! Chris Lee had no chance to protect himself. Dazed from the buckle. He's firing away at the breadbasket of Miller, but those shots are not having much effect. There you go. That's a good move.
It's hard to get a good shot from your knees.
Did not get it.
And this is the experience.
Stuns Biggs, but that's going to draw Biggs in. Hold on now. Whoa, he gets a hold of these guys. It's over. No, it's not.
And we do have a very inexperienced referee in there right now.
Ethan Sharp is going to have to get Aaron Biggs out. You know, the fact that he weighs 400 pounds is irrelevant. He's the official. He's got to maintain the order and the control here.
And Chris Lee getting a boot on both of them. He's fighting back.
With that same token, though, Ethan Sharp has got to get the illegal man on the Richards team out.
Double cross.
He just nicked Miller. He got all of Richards, but I think he may have landed on the ankle and the leg of Jason Miller. Might have caught a lucky break there.
Maybe. But we got a tag.
Aaron Biggs is in, and this is what they did not want.
The big man running roughshod.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Referee Ethan Sharp almost came out of his shoes.
And Richards just goes after Chris Lee.
Oh, God. This is going to be it. He's going to roll Richards up like a roll of toothpaste. Wait. Richards is, oh God, Richards he's got the mandible claw on Aaron Biggs.
Mandible claw?
Oh my God, think of where those fingers have been.
Oh, I have a good idea where they've been.
The smell alone would knock a normal sized man down. Oh God, Chris Lee with the kick. Things are really breaking down here. DDT just spiked Chris Lee.
That Miller's best and the best.
Oh God, he just rode him all the way to the canvas. That will flatten anyone. Chris Lee and Aaron Biggs win an action-packed tag team brawl.
Great match.